Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, August the 28th of 2020. Another just a beautiful day here in Vancouver, so I decided to do this outside. So, over the years I've had a lot of questions about the use of stop losses in the market and discussions with people and things like that, and whether it's good or not. And some people think it's a bad idea because you get stop hunted and that. Well, I think that's, I strongly disagree with that. I think is somebody really after your 2 micro lots? Honestly, it just doesn't make any sense at all. It's more a function of a misplaced stop. That's usually why you get stopped out. And even then, you get stopped out sometimes to the pip. It happens. It's part of trading. And of course, in our Coach's Corner service, we have very strict protocols about where our stops go and how we move our stops and trade management and all that, which is all a big part of trading. So I have a story about a client who never used stops, but I got to tell you, it was a very interesting story. This guy didn't trade technically, he only traded fundamentally. And back when I was a futures broker, it was, we started around the maybe 2004, something like that. We started buying gold. Well, he did. And the guy's a wealthy guy, as you're going to hear. And so what he did, we started buying gold, and it would go up and down. He'd just keep buying more and more. And I'm talking about a lot. Like he'd buy 100 or 200 contracts at a time. That's the COMEX 100-ounce gold contract. It's expensive. And he'd get a margin call sometimes for a couple $100,000. He'd just put the money in, no problem. And he never, ever flinched or complained. And when I left the brokerage business, I handed that, when I left, he was up about $2 million profit. So I handed that account over to my then trading partner and at the futures brokerage firm, and he took over. And they started buying even more stuff. Like the client wanted to buy all sorts of other things, and it went up and up and up and up, and it was like unbelievable. And it got up to a $25 million profit on all of his positions total. And my ex-broker partner was getting concerned because he had just read an article, and the whole subprime lending was going on. He had just read an article about a guy about the migrant workers in the U.S. who were making like $10 an hour and buying $700,000 houses. That's got to have a bad ending, which of course it did. So he tried to get the guy to hedge a little bit with this huge open position profit, have some stops in or something. Well, he didn't really want to do that, but they did sell some S&P 500 contracts, so they did hedge a little bit, but not nearly enough. And the whole thing collapsed, of course, and his account went from 25 million down to 5 million in open profit. Still pretty nice. But here's the point. No matter how you're going to trade, have some kind of a strategy for getting out, right? A profit target, a trailing stop. If you really believe things are going to go to the moon forever, use some kind of a longer term trailing stop if that's your thing. But you got to have something. Don't trade without a stop. It's just the most dangerous thing. He happened to be a very well-heeled guy, and he could handle these setbacks and everything, and he's absolutely fine. But you got to have something in place. Have a strategy. So I'll leave it at that. And by the way, I want to just say one thing. I want to thank everybody for hitting that like button so much. I've had actually way more likes than normal on these last few videos. I guess these kind of stories are kind of appealing. Not always fun for the guy on the receiving end of it, but the clients. But I think they're important just to make strong points about certain fundamentals of trading that are important. And having a stop is definitely one of them. Like we never enter a trade ever without placing our stop at the same time. So thanks for all the likes. I really appreciate it. And if you would do it again, I'd even appreciate it more. That'd be awesome. Thanks so much. And also, make sure you subscribe to our channel, because my Coach's Corner partner, Darko has been posting some really cool little vlogs, just short ones, a couple times a week maybe, on great topics, and I think you'll find them very useful. And so if you're a subscriber, then you just get it automatically sent to you, and you can unsubscribe if you don't really like it. But in the meantime, subscribe and check them out. I guess that's about it. Oh, one more thing, if you've had any thoughts about joining the Coach's Corner, it might be a really opportune time right now, because we're coming into a more volatile time of the year. Like the summer, August and that, has just been choppy, crappy. It's been difficult, and we don't hide anything. All of our trading is out there for everybody to see because everything's recorded. But it's been choppy, and we're coming up to a time of the year where you get much more movement. And so this coming up Tuesday, September the 1st, we're having our monthly Coaches Corner members only webinar. And so maybe it's something you want to attend by being a member. And then Darko, who's normally at these sessions, is going to be there, and he's going to do a really good session. He's going to analyze pairs for anybody that people can just pick whatever pair they want. We never pre-plan anything. It's real stuff. It's not like set up so it all looks perfect. That's not the way it is. So you might want to see that. And I'm going to be presenting some very good stuff. I think you're going to really like it. It's going to be, and I'm going to be starting this, some I won't give too much away right now, but some stuff I'm going to be starting like next week that I think is going to be very appealing, especially to our North American time frame members and short-term traders as well, especially. But this can be used for longer term, as I'll show people on Tuesday, September the 1st. So anyway, if that's something that we were thinking of, then yeah, you might want to have a look at it now. So leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for listening on these videos. Hope you find them helpful, useful, and we'll see you next week with another weekly trade video. Thanks so much.